6 months ago, the old me died. Yay! What's up, y'all? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 177 of diabetes. And now the daily vlog that I do here on my channel to show y'all how I combat diabetes with the 1-2. You know what I'm saying? We talk about, you know what I'm saying, whatever topics, you know what I'm saying, that came up in the previous 24 hours. You know, it's just life in general, you feel me? Yo, if you are new to the channel, make sure you, of course, you know what I'm saying, yo, check out that subscribe, the red letters down there say subscribe. Hit that thing, hit that notification bell right there next to it so you can keep up on all videos on this channel, which would include my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV, how-to videos, you know what I'm saying, a couple of little, you know what I'm saying, small YouTuber supports, live streams, and much more to come, you feel me? For those who've been here already, you already know what it is. You know you are a citizen of the GOAT Nation. You're not just a subscriber to my channel. You are a citizen of the GOAT Nation. So when you hit subscribe, go check out my video at the top, and it's going to break down what it means to be a citizen of the GOAT Nation. You feel me? Anyways, make sure, of course, y'all always check out my links in the description. Check out everything in my description. That's why it's down there, so y'all can keep up on everything that be going on as far as like anything that I may have missed in the video, such as, you know, links to my comics, you know, links to my Patreon, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff there. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to, you know, keep this thing popping. We're trying to, you know, grow this thing. You know what I'm saying? We want to be out here. We want to be remembered. You feel me? And we're going to go into that a little bit more in a second. First and foremost, let me get my numbers out the way for y'all. For those who, of course, are new, what I do every day is read off my numbers for yesterday, because obviously I can't read y'all my numbers, my total numbers for yesterday, because, you know, yesterday is the beginning, just like today is the beginning. So I do my numbers, I do my blood level, my blood sugar numbers 3 times a day, before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. And these are my numbers as of yesterday, the 26th of August 2020. See, the daggone covenant came out because the staple hole ran out. God damn, check that out. All right. Anyway, before breakfast was 92, before lunch was 100, and before dinner was 82. Great numbers, great numbers. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to shoot for my 52nd day under 100, but didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? I like shooting for numbers under 100. You know what I'm saying? Like not all the way low. Like my target numbers, I like my target numbers to be between 80 through 140. You know what I'm saying? Those are good numbers right there. You know what I'm saying? If it's above 140, like if it's 150, 160, something, still great numbers. But I like for it to be right there between 80 through 140. I don't know. Those just the numbers that, you know, I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a numbers dude or whatever like that. Like, you know, as y'all know, I started this off with saying that 6 months ago the old me died, which is what happened 6 months ago today. 6 months ago today, I almost died. Had a diabetic crash, and that was how I discovered that I now have, you know, type 2 diabetes. And with that being said, it's not don't look at diabetes as a sickness, which, you know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, you know, I mean, who don't, you know, especially if you don't have something in particular, you know what I'm saying, you always look at it in a comedic sense, like, man, they can't handle sugar? Like, how you can't handle sugar? You know, it's just like somebody being allergic to, what I found out the other day, somebody was allergic to, I forgot what, like, it was something crazy that I found out somebody was allergic to. I'm like, dang, how you find out you're allergic to that? Or, you know, or something like that. It's like, you know, it's crazy. You know, I always thought it was crazy to, like, not being able to handle sugar, you know, given that I ate a lot of sugar. You know what I'm saying? When I say I ate a lot of sugar, that doesn't mean I was eating, like, cakes and pies every day. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, diabetes, you know, like, it depends on what it is that you were absorbing, you know what I'm saying, what your diet was consisting of, that you're absorbing a lot of from carbs and, you know, like from pastas and just putting sugar in things, such as as people who know me know I love sweet tea, and it's basically been almost half a year since I even got down on some tea like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's tragic in itself. But it's a crazy thing when you sit up and think about the fact that you were eating something that was good for you taste wise, but not good for you body wise. You feel me? And 86, y'all, 86 is the number for this morning. 86 is the number for this morning here at 10:11 a.m. So with that being said, we could go on and on about being close to death per se or things of that nature, but the thing is, it's all about killing that part of you that was not helping you. And eating the way that I was eating, whether it was just eating a snack, or eating cookies when you wasn't eating a full balanced meal, a well balanced meal, throughout the week or something like that, something to just keep you energized and going when you're going to work and everything, that was slowly, killing yourself. It wasn't helping you. You thought it was helping you because it was like, okay, you getting this energy to make it through the week, make it through a work week or whatever, but it wasn't well balanced at all. You wasn't having a well balanced diet. And so, the Almighty, forced me into reevaluating how I was, treating myself, these past years, this past decade, so to speak, because I wasn't balancing myself off, which, goes without saying. I mean, for those that know, the 2010s have been a stupid decade, and I wouldn't want to relive that decade to save my life. I hated the 2010s with a passion. I mean, it started off okay, and then it just went on and became a crappy decade. Even ended at a crappy note, with my friend from high school, dying. And so, it was just like, what the 2020 is gonna bring. And then, of course, do we gotta talk about 2020 right now? I guess we do, since we're living in it, right? Yeah, so we'll talk about 2020. Nah, we ain't talking about 2020. 2020 be gone, please. I mean, if we could skip this whole decade and just go to 2030 next year, that'd be awesome. And, still be the age we are right now. We don't have to suffer through these next 9 years of going through this crappy decade. Or either that, we could just go back to, let's go back to 2000. 2000 is a good year to go back to, right? I think so. Even y'all who may be here on this channel who were, not grown in the year 2000, go back to 2000, the age you are now, unless you want to go back to the age you were then, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, check this out. This is what I'm eating for today, y'all. Well, this morning, I got my kale and got my cucumbers. What I had for, of course, what I had for breakfast yesterday. Breakfast yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I had spinach. Yeah, did I have spinach yesterday morning? I believe I had spinach yesterday morning, y'all. Hold on for a sec. I want to make sure. Beautiful Leah. Beautiful Leah. Rest in peace. Y'all already know I was on YouTube just then. Trying to go to my video real quick and see what it is. I got to stay on this video anyway to check out the shout outs when I get ready to do them. But yeah, for breakfast I had spinach and cucumbers. For lunch I had spinach and salad since I ran out of cucumbers. The salad consisted of just iceberg lettuce, apple cider vinegar with mother, and bacon bits. And for dinner I had kale. The kale that I got right here, I fixed some new kale last night with liquid aminos and olive oil as my flavors. and the cucumbers. And that's what I'm having again this morning. That's what I have for lunch today. And for tonight, what I plan on eating for tonight, because I know this kid will be gone by lunchtime. For dinner tonight, I am going to have the first green meal that I had when I came out of the hospital, and of course the first meal that I had when I did my first Eat Green challenge, which is going to be spinach, cucumbers, and green apples, because I got some green apples in there. And you know what I'm saying, that's going to be my meal for the night. That'll be my meal for the night. And, you know, get my fiber on with my apples. So also, shout outs to my homegirl Anita, aka Boss Lady Latanya. That's her, you know what I'm saying, her professional name. Anita celebrates her birthday today. Happy birthday, Anita. Wish you many, many more blessings to you, young lady. You know what I'm saying, proud of everything you do. You know what I'm saying, good mother to your kids, doing your thing. She will be amused on my series GOAT 1408 TV soon. I believe I have her pinned as episode 130. Yep, got her for 130. She is going to be 130. I'm still not for certain who's going to be on 128 yet. I have someone for 128, but we need to go ahead and get that locked down. You know what I'm saying, if they for real about, you know, getting locked down, either that, you know what I'm saying, that's about to go to somebody else. But as of right now, let's see, I'm gonna announce right now. I did it before, but I'm announcing on this video the next 5 people who are going to be on the next episodes of GOAT 1408 TV. Y'all got look forward. Y'all get a chance to check me out. Working on. Also, if you have any suggestions for who or what you want to see me draw for GOAT 1408 TV, make sure you put it down below. Put it down in the comments below. You know, what would you like to see me draw? Who or what you would like to see me draw on GOAT 1408 TV. You know what I'm saying? The most suggestions, of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to look through them and, you know what I'm saying, and check them out and be like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't just have to be, you know what I'm saying, particular people, you know what I'm saying. It can be, of course, you know, pop culture people, you know, icons, such like that. For 121, we will be doing Annoying Ass DD, awesome YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, wife and mother to 4 kids, you know what I'm saying. She's an entrepreneur, a hustler, all day, every day. She makes her own products. She makes her own apparel, you know what I'm saying, based down in Florida. You know what I'm saying. She is going to be my muse for episode 121. And since she has been a supporter to the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, I got something really special for her on the episode. She's already seen a preview of what's to come. You know what I'm saying. Y'all will see what's being made, you know what I'm saying, when the episode comes. So, you know what I'm saying, I have the finished part of that made afterwards when we, you know, put the episode together. Episode 122 is going to be the most awesome young lady by way of Canada, That Extrovert Val. That Extrovert Val, she was a YouTuber that started back in April of this year. As of right now, she said that she's no longer doing YouTube, which, you know what I'm saying, is all well and good. You know what I'm saying, she got other things that she most likely gotta do. So with that being said, go check out her channel. She has a lot of dope content that she did within the past 4 months, and you know what I'm saying, and she's definitely worthy of you checking her out. And who knows, that might inspire her to come back or whatever, because I mean, obviously her name is That Extrovert Val, so you know, she's, you know what I'm saying, we would love to see her extrovert adventure, especially when she gets out and about to doing things, because you know, a lot of people start their channel, you know, during the whole quarantine era, so to speak, during the quarantine and COVID corona crap going on. And you know, depending on, you know, what was going on in their life at the time and what's going on in the future, you know what I'm saying, decides whether or not, you know, they are going to continue the channel or whatnot. And as of right now, she's not doing the channel, but that doesn't mean she won't come back, because I mean, your channel's still gonna be here, and I don't see why not, especially when you got some dope content. So shout outs to that extrovert Val. She will be my muse for episode 122 of GOAT 1408 TV. Episode 123 needs no introduction. I mean, don't get excited. He didn't do no promo video for it. But when I do drop this video, you know, make sure y'all share it really big so he can see it. The legendary Snoop Dogg. I'm picking him to be episode 123. You know what I'm saying? Just off the top of the fact, well, y'all will find out when you see that episode why I did that. I mean, you know, common sense should kind of figure it out, you know what I'm saying, if you think about it. But he's going to be drawn for episode 123 of GOAT 1408 TV. 124 of GOAT 1408 TV will feature Deja, who has a channel and is also my fam. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Deja. Y'all see more about her when I draw the video, when I do the video for 124. 125, gotta do this because, you know, she is catching fire like no other in 2020. 2020 has been the spread of a crazy disease that has a beer name, and it's also been the spread of Kelly Stamps, who is a YouTuber who has caught fire this year. As of right now, I believe she's clocking in on 400,000 subscribers thus far, if I am not mistaken. I will be drawing her for episode 125. As of right now, she is at 397K. When I first came across her, she was like, she had just reached 50K. She started the year off with just with 10,000 subscribers, and she had just reached 10,000 subscribers like last year, and she was like around 1,000 subscribers last year. So in a year's time, she caught fire. Like she is definitely the mood of the quarantine era for sure, and she has definitely made her mark on it. So shout outs to Kelly Steps. And those are the 5 that you will be, the next 5 videos of GOAT 1408 TV you will be seeing. Like I say, I already have people listed for all the way up until episodes 130. So by the time 125 airs, you know, premieres here on the channel, we'll talk about the next 5 by that time, which I already have listed. Like I say, 128. We're still trying to figure out if 128 is going to be doing, you know, do they thing or not. Meantime, in between time, y'all know what time it is. Y'all down there in the comments. Shout outs to those who are here in the live chat, in the premiere live chat. Shout outs to those who in the regular comments, laid back, in the Maybach, in the playback, way back, something. Y'all know. We about to get into the shout outs. Hey, shout outs. Dang, I messed it up at the end. It's all good. Anyway, another thing I was thinking about too before I, you know, started recording, I was thinking about another thing when it comes to being remembered. We have to definitely do more, because you think about the fact that, think about it in perspective like this. Everybody who is here right now, well, as of right now, if you're my age, you have lived the majority of your life now in the 21st century. You have lived the majority of your life now in the 2000s, which I still never claim the 2000s, because I'm a 20th century man through and through. You know what I'm saying? The 20th century is what molded me, and the 21st century, I guess you could say the 21st century what humbled me. I guess humbled. Would that be the right term to go with? As far as the passage of time, which I've always been aware of, and just seeing how time affects us all in a sense. And like the Jacksons, of course, those that know me know that. Big Jackson fans, particularly Michael and of course Janet. 40 years ago, the Jacksons came out with an album called Triumph, and one of the tracks on that album is called Time Waits for No One, and that is as true as they come. If you haven't heard that song before, something wrong with you, but still go check it out. Whether you heard it or not, go check it out. Let that be your theme for the day. Time waits for no one. So back to what I was saying, you think about the fact that we are the generation who was living at the end of a century, and here we are at the beginning of a century. Like, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't really thinking about the 2000s and the 2010s and the 2020s. Nobody was, you know, we thought the 90s was going to be like so futuristic. We thought the 90s we were going to have flying cars. And guess what? I'm tell y'all just like this, I don't want to see no flying cars. You know why? Because people still can't drive on the ground. I don't want to see them in the air. We'll be having 9/11s all day. You feel me? All day. People flying into buildings all day. We ain't got time for that. You feel me? We ain't got time for that. And Knight Rider, you know what I'm saying, like Kit, that used to be a dream to have a car that would do its own thing. I don't even want that. I don't want no car that's gonna drive me, because if y'all haven't seen the movie Upgrade, y'all need to check out the movie Upgrade. That right there tells me all I need to know. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. For real talk. But once again, we are the generation of people who were living at the end of a century and at the beginning of a century. Now you think about in terms of the 20th century. Do we even really remember those people who were living at the end of the 1800s and at the beginning of the 1900s? No. The people who made the most impact of the 20th century were people that were born in the 20s on down to the 40s. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you think about the generation of Martin Luther King Jr., who was born in 1929. You think about the generation of John Lewis, who was born in 1940. You know, when John Lewis' generation came of age, they were in their 20s in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? They was in their 20s in the 60s. 60 years ago, they was in their 20s. 40 years ago, they was in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? And here, this year, of course, being in their 80s. John Lewis, of course, one of the few famous people born in 1940 that made it to the year 2020. Most of the people that I can think of two people, and it's funny because all three of these guys' names end with L. You know what I'm saying? Their last names begin with L. And it's funny because L, of course, you know what I'm saying, the 12th letter. The 12th letter being the first letter in the first names of both my mom and my sister. You got Lewis, you got Lennon, and you got Lee. John Lewis, John Lennon, and Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? All three of them guys were born in the year 1940, but you think about them from different eras because of the fact of their lifespan, or when they lived and when they died. All three of them were born in the year 1940. John Lewis was actually born before all of them, because his birthday was in February, if I'm not mistaken. Because John Lewis died at the age of 80. You know, he died earlier this month. He died at the age of 80. His birthday was earlier this year. John Lennon, his birthday is going to be on October 8th. As y'all know, of course, he was assassinated 40 years ago at the age of 40. So he's been almost dead as long as he lived. Excuse me, did I say October 8th? I'm sorry, y'all. October 9th. I'm thinking about his death date, December 8th. But he was born October 9th because he got the same birthday as my cousin, one of my cousins. But he was born October 9th, 40 and died December 8th, 1980. And Bruce Lee, of course, his birthday is in December. I mean, excuse me, not December, November. And he died back in 1973. So Bruce Lee died before all of them, but they were all born the same year. It's funny. I just thought about that. Bruce Lee was the youngest of between those three guys, and he died before all of them. He was the youngest between those three and died before all of them, at the age of 32, going on 33 in 1973. And John Lennon died at the age of 40, just turned 40. And John Lewis died this year at the age of 80. So you think about those three guys, and they make an impact on the decade that they turned 20 something in the 60s. You know, all three of them are icons that came out of the 60s on into the 70s. And, you know, of course, John Lewis pushed on forth, you know, throughout the next 40 years after, you know, Lennon's death. You know, even though I don't think that, of course, well, obviously they are, all three of them, I would think that, especially in the 60s, all three of them would have had to have been aware of each other. You know, like, you know, John Lewis, you know, of course, was known for, you know, being the youngest speaker at the March on Washington, which took place tomorrow, 57 years ago. And of course, you know, the incident, the first March on Selma, you know, when he was beaten. And so those two instances, of course, made him nationally known within the atmosphere. And of course, everybody knew the Beatles, which was the group that John Lennon was a part of. And of course, everybody knew Bruce Lee, who was that action butt kicking dude on TV and the big screen. You feel me? So even if I mean, they all had to, you know, known of each other at some point in their lives, you know, between the time that they became prominent and, you know, up to Bruce Lee's death in 1973, and then of course up to John Lennon's death in 1980, and of course now John Lewis's death in 2020. So back to what I was thinking about, you know, the generations that shaped the last century, you know, in contrast to now, people in the 2020s, of course, just now being born now. People in the 2040s, that's 20 years from now. They haven't even been born yet. So what are we going to do? Us as the generation who is here right now in the year 2020, who remember 20 years ago in the year 2000, who remember 10 years before that in 1990, who remember 5 years before that in 1985, who remember 5 years before that in 1980. You know, what are we going to do to help shape this next century? Because we are right now at the beginning of a century that they are, of course, definitely trying to put the new world order into place, where you're going to have a generation of people who won't even know what the world was like before people started masking up, if that's going to be the case. You feel me? And, you know, all of these new ways are put in the order, because I'm gonna tell you like this, I'll be dead before they chip me. You feel me? Anyway, we ain't gonna get into all that right now, because y'all ain't ready for that convo from your boy right here. What we about to keep it light, keep it bright. Sorry about that, y'all. I got cut off at the end. Anyway, like I was saying, we about to keep it bright. You see how they trying to cut your boy off already? Anyway, but yeah, so like I said, we about to keep it bright and go ahead and wrap this video, because it's already long. Because what happened was I forgot to delete the videos, previous videos that I recorded. I forgot to delete them. They was just sitting in my delete folder, and you know, it caused my storage to be full. And this video was running long, so I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up with the shout outs, y'all. Let's get these shout outs popping. Yo, shout outs to my homegirl Queen C. You know what I'm saying? Queen C, who is of course 1/4 of the live chat crew. Shout out to my live chat crew, which consists of Queen Candace, Latanya Porter, Evie Gavala, and Sexy Trees 1408. You feel me? Anyway, she said day 176, Nerve A, looking healthy. That steam is beneficial to a pretty complexion. Today is my mom's birthday. Shout outs to Candace, you know what I'm saying? Candace and her mama, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Candace's mom, rest in peace, happy birthday. Yesterday was her mom's birthday. She said, I miss her so much, I'm laid back in the playback. Just been taking some mental days, need a break from this world just to stay sane. Glad you're in good spirits and still genuine. Much love to you, baby girl. Mwah, love you. You know what I'm saying? Sexy Trees 1408 said, hey, SJLF, Slim Jim Longfoot. Latanya Porter said, hey, bro. And Antonio Parker, by way of Sexy Trees, who came to the channel thanks to Sexy Trees. Yo, bro, appreciate you stopping by. And that's all. And that's everybody who, of course, is in the regular comments. Now, let's see who all was in the live chat yesterday. In the live chat, we got... Let's see. We got... Latanya Porter. We got Evie Gavala. Lady Capricorn Terry. Let's see who else is up in this thing. Sexy Trees 1408. Let's see. And that. And that is it, y'all. That is it. Those are the people who was in the comments yesterday. So shout outs to my people that was in the comments yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And for those who are here right now in the comments, those who are here right now on day 176, of course, if you leave comments, whether it's here in the live chat premiere or in the regular comment section, you will be acknowledged. You will get a shout out by tomorrow's video, day 178. So make sure you make it do what it do. Meantime, between times, enjoy the rest of y'all day. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, share this video.